back to Reactions That Rock. I am Seth, a former radio DJ, but you already knew that. Today we're checking out an Italian band. I gotta try to use proper English here every now and again. The band is called Måneskin. It's an Italian band with, I believe, a Danish name, and if there's one thing I know, it's Danishes, like cheese Danish, and apple Danish, and cherry Danish. All the Danishes. Yeah, I know them very well. First name basis. So we're going to be checking out a song called Valentine because we are getting close to Valentine's Day. So it just makes perfect sense. The calendars align. The stars are where they're supposed to be. The planets are in proper rotation. I don't know. I don't do the whole astrology thing. We're just going to fire it up. It's Måneskin. It's Valentine. This has been one of my favorite bands. Probably my favorite band of 2023. And I've not heard this song. I've saved it for you. So we're just going to fire it up. Måneskin, Valentine, here we go.
Wasted in love, misunderstood. Baby, it's harder to breathe when you're gone. So I hold in my hands pictures of you and dream of the day you were eating for two.
Oh, I kind of like that.
All these love, I'm so choked up. I can feel you in my blood. All these lust, just one touch. I'm so scared to leave you. Valentine, I decline. There's so much better with you. Valentine, I decline. I'm always running to you. Valentine, Valentine.
Okay, this is kind of hauntingly beautiful. I'm actually digging it so far. The other Måneskin I've done has been a little more upbeat, a little more like in your face, and this is kind of toned down and almost romantic and sweet. There's references to, maybe a breakup or whatever, a table for two that doesn't seem to have two people ready to sit at it yet. So this is actually really kind of sweet, and I dig it. I also really love kind of that bass line just dropped deeper and just kind of brought us down with him into the mood. So I'm digging it so far, but it's not the sound that I had gotten used to.
Crazy in love, lazy in blue. Black hearts for puppets, I'm pacing the room. And I cover myself in tattoos of ours and dream of the day we embrace and combine.
So good.
All this love, I'm so choked up. I can feel you in my blood. All this lust, just one touch. I'm so scared to give you up. Valentine, my decline is so much better with you. Valentine, my decline, I'm always running.
Okay, he basically just said all this love 3 times. It's 3 words. It's not complicated songwriting, but it's so freaking emotional that what a perfect bridge. It's just, the bridge does not need to be complex. It just kind of brings the song in, and the pain, the emotion, the raw, brute, just misery of being in love. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Little bit of a change up in the sound. Beautiful. That's like a haunting solo. It's just... Oh. I kind of like going out without throwing the verse at us again. Oh, so many songs, there's that formulaic approach I've mentioned before, but I really dig that that just ended with kind of, you go into that sound change right after the bridge, and then you go into that solo, which was kind of a little bit of an interrupted solo. It was just like it teased you, and then it came back, and then it teased you, and then it came back, and then he just kind of went for it, and ended on the high note, and then done. I dig that. This is... The diversity of sound that has come out of this band in the songs that I've heard is just kind of mind-blowing. And I don't know if English is a first language. I know a lot of Europeans learn English when they're young, and we go through the public school system here where we learn, like, enough Spanish to find a bathroom in a foreign land, but that's about it. We can't understand when you give us the directions. But if English is not a language they picked up young... I'm impressed by the use of English lyrics, because English is a hard language to learn, so I've heard, especially when you're older and you've kind of already gotten used to, we stop learning a lot of our language and our dialect as we age. And so I don't know when he learned English, but if it was later in life, dude has mastered it. It's fantastic. If it was younger, good for them. I love my Europeans because half of you can understand what I'm saying without the subtitles. And that's awesome. You are so much more sophisticated and more intelligent than I could ever dream to be. And that's inspirational. I dig this song. It was not the sound I thought I was going to hear. I thought it was going to be kind of a little bit of a sex romp, if you know what I mean. That kind of Måneskin, like, boom, boom, in your face, let's party, let's go do it kind of song. And instead it was kind of a love ballad, but it came dark. So I dig it. I wouldn't have been surprised to find at the end of the video maybe he was singing to a dead body. It was kind of that dark, which brings in the theatrical rock and roll element that I love. But it could have just been a sweet romance song. But you can feel the emotion in the way that song is written. That bass line dropping down is done on purpose to bring you down with the song. I dig it. It's a 10 out of 10 for me. Not a song I'm going to fire up on my own just cruising in the car, because it is kind of a depressing love song, but it's a power ballad too. And so it's got all the great elements. If that should be in a soundtrack. Anybody making films these days needs to put that in a soundtrack. Because it really does carry a whole tone of an emotion in a song. I dig it. And of course, you know what to do if you dig it. Thumbs, por favor. No, that's Spanish. I don't know Italian. Por favor? I don't know. Spanish and Italian can sometimes be close enough where I can understand a little bit Italian because I can understand a little Spanish. But as far as speaking it, I will butcher, unless... I've already done this in some of the Måneskin videos. I'm not going to say any Italian, especially the horrible English Italian or the American Italian that doesn't exist overseas. Not going to do it. Not going to do it. Not going to do it. Fighting the urge to do it. But thank you so much for watching. Go ahead. Thumbs if you want to. Either thumb. Like, I'm totally cool with it. I try to be as honest and transparent as I can when I do these. So I appreciate my honesty and I appreciate your honesty. So if it's one of these, go ahead and do it. If it's one of these, go ahead and do it. You do have to subscribe. That's the only rules here. Even if you give me a thumbs down, you gotta see every video I put up and thumbs down all of them. That's the deal we're making here. But thank you so much for watching. This was absolutely wonderful. I don't know what day this will go up. It'll likely be probably 2 or so weeks before Valentine's Day. But I'm doing a different sign-off every frickin' time. So I'm just going to leave this one with the words of sweet romantic love that I got from a piece of candy that tasted like chalk. and just say, be mine? Wait, does that have an exclamation point in those candies? That's authoritative. That's not even a question. That's creepy. So, be mine.